My question is regarding your love life. Uh, Let me finish the question.
Yeah.
Whom do you love the most, Gandhi or Godse?
Clearly not the first G. See, it's like this. It's very difficult to even participate in this question in binaries. Be very careful about this. As time goes by, as you know more and as you live more, you will realize that you can't agree with anyone fully or disagree with anyone fully. Had it not been for his blind attitude towards Hindu-Muslim unity and the realities of that time, for the most part, there were instances where I'd have agreed with Gandhi. I would still have not called him Mahatma, because deification takes away the sandarsh and the objectivity with which you're supposed to see a public person. Which is why before an event, usually people send introductions. So this is how we wish to introduce you. Sanatani warrior, civilizational warrior. You don't do any of these things. Way too young, way too premature. It should not happen at all. Don't do this. You're living in Kali Yuga. Be very careful before calling anybody Adi Shankara, before you call anyone even Swami Vivekananda, before you calling them Yuga Purusha or Avatar Purusha. Don't be so quick to celebrate people. Wait, let time prove itself. 2, here's how I would have differed in strategy. Maybe. He was already irrelevant. He had become irrelevant, because the riots had proven him completely wrong. Everything that he had tried to work towards for 30, 40 years crumbled like a pack of cards in front of him. He was being used as a figurehead by the rest of the Congress only for political legitimacy, because they had become stakeholders in power. So they needed him only as a titular presence, only as a presence, as a face. Beyond that, he had no value. Why would you want to make a martyr out of an irrelevant person? He was barely a step away. Wait for him. Let nature take its own course. You don't make a martyr out of anyone. Don't do that. You don't do that. The calculation is problematic for multiple reasons, because one act of yours has effectively rendered everything that you stood for useless. One misstep, remove that final act from the second G's life, and then ask yourself, what is it about him that you agree or disagree with? Take away that last act, and then do the analysis. Similarly, take away Gandhi's last phase and do the analysis. It's unfortunately the final act that remains in public eye and public memory. Okay, violence is wrong. Killing of a person is wrong. Would you have said the same thing when Bhagat Singh killed Captain Saunders? Right. So in principle, you don't seem to have a problem with people killing each other, even if it's an assassination. Right. So now that we have addressed the central question, that use of force seems to be acceptable to you in certain instances, then what exactly is the problem? Is the next question. Did Shivaji go and embrace that Khan in a Jadoo Ki Jappi? No. That fellow wanted to, in a different way, but he got what he deserved. Right? Okay. Now, if these are the instances, what is it about modern history that has changed your attitude towards the use of force? Why is it that you seem to be perfectly okay with the use of force until 1857? Why is it that you're absolutely okay with the use of force in the medieval period? What changed? The introduction of this word called constitutionalism into Hindu spirit and public discourse. That changed. The introduction of the Arms Act, which took away your weapons, that changed everything. All your martial arts were proscribed and banned. That changed everything. So, I have just asked you a simple question. The person responsible for Jallianwala Bagh was assassinated in London. Do you disagree with it? Okay. Now, did the person who was assassinated participate in the massacre himself directly? No. He did not wield a weapon. And still you chose to go after him. Why? Because you hold him vicariously responsible for deaths of people. That is the principle behind it. So what comes out of this analysis is, you don't seem to have a problem with the use of force, and you also agree that there's no point in going after the foot soldier, you must go after the person who you think is responsible. Now, haven't the answers emerged? I ask you to apply your analysis. I am not justifying anything under the sun. I am asking you to transpose the very same logic to a different set of actors and ask yourself, okay, if this were to be fed in an AI system with similar factual circumstances and similar considerations, what would the chat GPT say? I am not saying anything. I have said nothing. Mahatma remains Mahatma. Yeah.
Next question. Can you have someone from the back there?
In a way, I'm extremely happy that Jallikattu judgment has come out. It is a martial tradition kept alive to keep the martial spirit alive in peacetime. Let it remain. At least let Kshatriya remain in some communities.
Hariom sir.
Yes.
So just coming before the session, I was going about you in LinkedIn, in which it was mentioned that you had written 2 books.
Yes.
The second book's title was India, Bharat and Pakistan.
Correct.
The Constitutional Journey of a Sandwich Civilization.
Correct.
I was just curious, why did you name the title of the book as India, Bharat and Pakistan?
Anybody who understands why I did that, please respond to the question. You understand why I did that? I've answered this question several times. Not that I don't wish to, therefore. I'm just saying, let's see if somebody in the audience has been paying attention to what I've been saying on this subject. The first book is called India, that is Bharat. The second book is called India, Bharat and Pakistan. Right? That means I trace, you want to give the answer?
Dharani at the back, a girl at the back had the answer.
Does the girl at the back wish to give the answer?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
I'm not sure, but I can try. I think India and Bharat is not the same. Bharat is the nation that was there before the colonization and the ruling. And India is what became after the colonization existed. Right. India is not what we stand for. India is not the nation that it was before. Bharat is different. Right. Bharat is what we are now. We are Bharatiyas because we believe in the culture of Bharat. Right. India is what culminated after the colonization, after the westernization, right. after the move towards westernism. Right. And sir, since I've gotten this opportunity, I want to say that I was really
smart.
I was really inspired by, you said that we should be aggressive, like the youth should be aggressive. And when you said it, I was a little bit...
No. Change aggressive with assertive. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, assertive, yes. Assertive. When you said it, I was kind of shocked because never had I heard a public figure saying so openly. But from the way you spoke, I understood why it's necessary. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the lawyer making a politically incorrect message politically correct. That's the answer. The only correction there is, Bharat existed not as a nation but as a civilization. The journey from Bharat to India is the journey of a civilization becoming a nation. And that too in a foreign mold to a significant extent. So I'm basically saying that the Bharatiya identity is stuck between India and Pakistan. Hence the use of the word sandwiched in the subtitle.